you're trying to accelerate the growth process. You're trying to accelerate and get there as quickly as possible. You have to figure out what you want to do and what natural hair camp you want to be a part of. But it's really the time of being consistent. If you search up in Google right now and look how to grow long hair or long hair hacks, there are other people making these videos, having these goals, doing these things. It's things that people deem as vain and try to shame you, like, oh, you shouldn't want that. Like, so what?
I can't read your mind, bad as I want to. Baby, won't you let me ride?
Hey guys, it's Victoria and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to talk about sacrifice, hair goals, length retention goals, hair growth. The word sacrifice just comes to my mind and I wanted to talk about it. I've been coming across a lot of videos of people speaking their truth and speaking where they are and speaking about their perspective, having amazing, I would say, like revelations about their hair in general, our natural hair, like collectively. The comment section and like what YouTubers are saying, like literally blow my mind. I think that there's like kind of like I feel like a movement of change of what people realize, you know, where the natural community made space for them, provided information for them, and where it failed to. You have different ways of caring for your hair based on like what you want to do with your hair. And so I think because as a collective, we didn't know how to care for our hair in general, that we started to assume that we all wanted the same things, and we don't want the same things. So let's start there. I would say there's different categories that I did not think through because this is a spontaneous video and I'm trying to just kind of record things and not. So I would say you have a category here that I said a lot without saying much. Growing your hair is like, first of all, there are a lot of women in general that want to grow their hair long that can't. I have friends that are non-black that can't get their hair past like bra strap. So, or a lot of those people, they kind of accept it, like, my hair doesn't grow that long, and they leave it alone and they think like that's what it is. And so I think we're not the only ones. However, we do know that, you know, within our community, there is a longing to grow that hair because of a gap that needs to be filled because a lot of, you know, mental trauma that we're still suffering from history and events that we all know about. So it shouldn't be a complete surprise or I would say people call it an obsession to grow their hair, because we can describe this as a goal just like any other goal. And when someone wants something, when someone wants a goal, they do what they need to do to achieve it. You know, when you have a goal, you're not imposing this goal on other people. So whoever might feel inclined, you know, to think that like, oh, I don't have to do A, B, and C for my hair. Yes, boo, you don't have to do it. You don't have to go through all of these things. You have to figure out what you want to do and what natural hair camp you want to be a part of. Back to long hair being a goal, just like a regular goal, you need to have like measurable goals, and you need to have a way to achieve it. You need to have a way to get there, and of course you're gonna have to sacrifice certain things to get to that goal. So I think this is no different, and you have to realize what you are sacrificing, how much time is gonna go into this, and if it's worth it to you, just like any goal you'd have. And so the word sacrifice comes to mind for me when I think of how long I'm putting my hair away, how long my hair is in the braids. That's a sacrifice to me. You're sacrificing having your hair out and so many other things, and just like even maybe like your pride even, because there's so much that's associated with you not wearing your hair out. That's something that you're also sacrificing, like the authenticity of you, because you want to get somewhere quickly. I realized that I wanted long hair, but if I didn't sacrifice like all these YouTubers were telling me to do, like Natural Academia, like Eugenia Kelsey, like all the wonderful type 4 natural YouTubers that clearly tell you you have to put your hair away for a period of time to see results. It took me a long time to realize that you actually it's a sacrifice, because you're trying to accelerate the growth process. You're trying to accelerate and get there as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. So if you want to get somewhere as fast as possible, you're going to do what you need to do regardless. And so I think that you just need to know what you're sacrificing, what you're getting into, and that you don't need to be ashamed about it. And we need to stop shaming people who want certain goals, like taking hair aside. Yes, maybe there's some people may call it an obsession, but I think when I heard someone say that, yes, they're obsessed and they're okay with it, I felt comfortable too. I was like, I guess I am obsessed. This is what I want. It's either you want it or you don't. But I don't think there's this, it should be necessary for people to be making fun of others because they feel they're obsessed, or they feel like it's gonna validate them. So what? Maybe it does. They do feel like they want to be validated. Maybe they don't. There's so many reasons why people, Black women, want to grow their hair to longer lengths. And if you search up in Google right now and look how to grow long hair, or long hair hacks, or long hair tips, tricks, there are other people making these videos, having these goals, doing these things. It's not that deep. However, I will say I had a phase where I was like, you know what? Is it really worth it? Do I really want this? I'm tired of all the tutorials of And then I finally decided that this is what I want. This is what I wanted for a long time. And it's not just this. It was just like getting to know my natural hair just in general is what I wanted for a long time. I started taking care of my hair in high school. And my goal was to learn my hair, and my goal was also to grow it. I feel like if you have a goal, you shouldn't give up on it. You shouldn't give up on it. And yeah, I don't know, the word sacrifice just came to mind, and I was just like, you just need to and I don't feel like you're actually sacrificing much, especially when you have when you're adding extensions. I think you are sacrificing a bit less as it pertains to beauty standards and the way you present yourself. Now, if you have if you're growing out your hair and it's at a length that isn't satisfactory to you, doing a 4-month hair challenge could be tough. At least it would be tough for me. So I think that's all I think I wanted to say, is that it will take sacrifice. If anyone is saying something along the lines of, this is too much, or why do we have to put all these ingredients? Why do we have to mix this? You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You decide what you're going to do for the goals that you want. And so I realized that I do miss my hair. I literally saw a shed piece of hair and I saw the coil, and I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful and I miss her. But in the end, better on the other side. And I just want to see the growth. I don't know, just being so honest, if we want to be for real, a lot of people say, that other people are obsessed, that other people are doing too much. But sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they're projecting. Because they think, oh, you want it so bad, it's not even that deep, but deep down, that's what they would like as well. They may not want it as bad, but they're like, damn, if I had some hair, if I had some long hair. And then when someone actually has it, it's like, oh, she was obsessed. Well, she has it now. I think there's nothing wrong with getting there, and maybe if it's not everything you wanted, you can cut it, like you can move on, but at least you know how it feels as a woman to have hair at that length. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I say sacrifice, but when you really look at it, when like everything everyone, including me, has been trying to tell you is that it's a sacrifice, but it's not really that huge of one. Like, it's like for anything else, when we have goals and saving goals and budgeting goals, and you have these finance gurus telling you you can't eat out anymore, you can't do this anymore, you can't do XYZ anymore, you're like, all right, you know, and you do it. And this is the same thing. It's like, you just have to realize if you want it or not. And it took me some time to figure out, like, this is what I want. Is it vain? Maybe. I think there's a lot of things that people deem as vain and try to shame you, like, oh, you shouldn't want that. Like, so what? So what? So yeah, I also want to say don't, you know, there's no reason to feel ashamed. There's no reason to shame others. You decide what you want to do. But in my opinion, right? Like, let's take it back. Say someone has been saving. I don't want to compare long hair to saving, because then it makes it seem like long hair is a better goal than other people have, or that other people don't have any hair goals. Because you can still have hair goals without it being a hair goal to like achieve long lengths, you know? But it's like, if you start now, the time will be in your favor. Like, the time will work for you. Basically, time is like on your side. Like, all you need, yes, you need the regimen, you need to seal your ends, but it's really the time of being consistent for all that time. And you're not really doing anything too extraordinary. You already wash your hair. Whether you wanted to grow long hair or not, you're already washing your hair. You already probably deep condition. You already style. What extra are you doing? We're putting our hair away for 4 months. That's what we're doing. And we're sealing our ends. And so if I feel like if people were to say how easy it could be, I don't know, maybe more people would do it. I don't know. You know, it can get complicated because everyone has different issues and health issues. And like I said, I want to make a video on this. Genetics does play a role. It plays several roles. It plays some type of a role, in my opinion. It doesn't have to dictate whether you're gonna get to waist length. I don't think so. But how fast and how your hair is gonna look, and the thickness, and like how you have to do to even get to the thickness that you want versus someone who already had that thickness, those are factors. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's not even a short video anymore, but I wanted to say that your goals are valid and sacrificing is valid for what you want. And I'm here to say that, yes, I'm sacrificing something, but to me, I don't feel like I'm actually sacrificing much. And as far as time, it's like, I'm learning how to style my hair. I have a skill. And even if I wasn't growing my hair, I still know how to do knotless braids for myself. Even if my hair was like constantly breaking off and I'm doing knotless braids, like either way, I would be doing the same style, you know? So that's it for this video. Just wanted to validate you. If you feel like if this is a lot, or if you feel like you're doing a lot, sacrificing a lot, I would say I feel like it's worth it, number one. But number two, if you feel like you're doing too much, then you might want to take a look at your regimen, because it really isn't that deep. What you're doing is keeping your hair in a protected style for a long period of time. So that sacrifice can mean different things to different people. However, it is some sort of sacrifice, even, you know, mentally. Okay, I was just gonna go on and on. So I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all know the vibes. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.